Alright, since we have a new setup this year, I wanted to make sure we got a video out there. So the last one had a spring. This year it comes out the bungee. We've also got the two-tone option. It's kind of cool. So there's pins that are adjustable. So if you need to tighten it up when you get it and you're like, oh, it's too loose, well, there's pins to adjust and make it tighter. And there is a forward to it. So you notice how the flag rides here. The bungee is supposed to ride in front of it, so that's forward. You notice, same concept, the clamp on the fender, recommended to be about 6 inches forward, but you're still able to get your foot on really nice without hitting your flag. So like I say, when you get it, I'll get my pliers and show you here. You'll want to adjust it to whatever fender you're trying to mount it to. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. So, just pull your pin out. I like it to get it a little bit lubed. It goes back in easier. Center it up. And if you want to, you can trim off the excess once you find a mounting that's proper for you. So, you would test fit it again. There's going to be 2 to 3 inches of stretch to get an appropriate snug fit. So you might do that a couple times. First time you go out, you want to check and make sure that your mount's not moving. If it's moving, you're not tight enough. So just simply tighten it up. Now, regular flags, if you're going to go buy one, it's a 1/4 inch flag. Take the nut off, see if they'll sell it to you cheaper, because you don't need that bolt on the end. You notice normal axle mounts are kind of like this, sit on an angle like this. That flag's not very tall. It's not giving you really much visibility, not really doing its job. Plus axle mounts, so you can tip your bike over and break your flag without even really thinking about it. So, you know, just plan on when you get your whip, you're going to cut about a foot and a half off, depending on what you are required to run with the dunes you're going to. And when you do that, any kind of little saw will work, and you just want to go slow and rotate the shaft while you do it. You rotating the shaft is going to allow it to cut pretty clean. Because fiberglass is mean. You don't want to start splintering it, and if it's splintered, it's not going to go through the mount. Anybody that's broken a whip knows it's almost impossible sometimes to get the fiberglass out of the bolt at the bottom, and it's just as difficult if you're not careful to get your fiberglass cut down to fit back into that bolt. But you know, if you take your time, get you a nice end. You don't need much, but round it off. You can use concrete, use the back of your truck. Just give it a nice little round edge. And be careful, because fiberglass isn't kind to your hands. So our mount is made to be tools free. It's got a little pocket so that the mount goes through, and if you ever break your whip, you can get onto it with pliers and pull it out and simply clean up the tip and put it right back through. But all the diameters are different, and so instead of like a set screw or something, you know, that might strip out or just cause problems, ours simply goes through, and then you fracture the bottom of it. You can even use just a little dot of super glue and let that super glue dry, and that's going to prevent it from being able to pull back through. So if you splinter it, it's almost going to make it impossible for that flag to come back through the mount. So once you're set up, you got your bottom splintered, got the glue on it, whatever you're going to do, you're ready to go. It's a simple line it up, strap it on, and go ride. That's the ZENXTENinc whip. You got a better visibility. It stays a little more upright. Your bike, your foot on, real easy, no problem. It's flexible. It's going to be really hard to break that setup. You don't have any metal back here to come and hit you in the back of the head. Your whip's not going to get caught on the wheel like some of the axle mounts do. It's a great setup. Call, check it out. Got color options. Order one today.